natural history of disease. Well, first of all, we can see in my genealogic tree that there's a common disease in my family, and it's diabetes. My four grandparents have this disease, and well, my dad has a hypertension, but all the rest of my family, that's my mom, me, and my brother and me, we are really healthy until now. But it's like a problem because we can really be tempted to have this disease, so we need to be a little bit more careful, you know? So the main thing of this activity is to understand and start to investigate more about these diseases that can cause or be tend by not being a healthy person. Well, the diabetes is a disease that it presents when glucose level in blood is very high. This glucose in blood is the principal source of energy, and it comes from food that we eat. So if we eat a lot of sugar, for example, it's really bad for our health. Why is this? Because the insulin is the hormone that the pancreas produces, and it's really important for this process. When you have diabetes, insulin won't start, and the process will be really like harmful for your pancreas. So basically, when you get diabetes, your pancreas stops getting insulin and it starts to harm. What's the problem without producing insulin? That it doesn't just hurt the pancreas, but the blood doesn't process like its sugar, and it stays there in the blood. The principal system it attacks is the digestive system in the part of the pancreas that I just explained. That are the main parts of the body that affects. But if you have it in a large period of time and you really like don't take care of it in a great manner, you will have another problems that can be in your immune system, the feet, the eyes. There are a lot of problems too. Also, diabetes is basically done because of the stop of insulin in the pancreas, and this is caused by another thing, that is, this is caused by a lot of sugar in the blood, and this is caused by not having a good diet. Diabetes can give you signs or symptoms, and these are some few of them. Very thirsty, and you want to pee very frequently. You start getting to starve more, you fatigate, you start seeing a little bit weird, you start like getting tickles in your feet or in your hands, and you start losing weight without any causes. There are some of the main causes of diabetes. It's really sad what this disease does to our body, and more because it's really getting more frequent and frequent in every person. Basically, those are the easiest signs to start to find out that you have diabetes. But they are not just there. There are different types of diabetes. For example, diabetes type 2 is like the most common one. There are different factors. They could be age, a bad diet, uh, your routine, your lifestyle routine, etc. Even your genes. That maybe that's my case. The diabetes type 1 is the most harmful because your immune system attacks the cells of the pancreas that are the ones that produces insulin, and there's more problems. Well, as Liebel and Clark told, they put the basis for the define the levels of prevention. And for example, talking about diabetes, I just can tell you to have a good diet. Eat eat healthy and with its quantities. We're not talking about stop eating. That's not the that's not the solution. Even it can brings you more and more problems. But we are talking eat the necessary. Don't eat more, don't eat less. Eat the portions that you are required to. The thing of eating great and all that is like the pre-pathogenic period. But now, if you already have diabetes, you just can't stay in a secondary prevention. Now you get the disease, but it's really degenerative. That's a little bit of problem. So you can start taking care of it. For example, start eating good. The things that you didn't eat in the past, now you need to start to do it. Put your vaccines of insulin as regularly, and start making exercises, because with this you are gonna start like a redemption. you are gonna start making your body maybe not function as a 100, but start like giving what it needed. And another thing, as a secondary prevention, now if you start feeling the symptoms and now you are in the pathogenic period, maybe you need to get to be examined to see if you have or not the disease. Regretfully, there are not like a rehabilitation for this disease. You just need to be, just stay in the pathogenic period until it's the end, that it's death. That's a little bit like sad about this, but maybe I just can recommend you to stay in the secondary prevention or maybe maximum, because when you enter to like a tertiary prevention, there's no way back. You start getting real problems, not just in the pancreas or in your blood, but you start having it in the heart, in your sight, in the kidneys, in even in your lungs. They start to be a real problems, and the hope of staying alive more and more time is really difficult too. So maybe to conclude this video, I just can tell you that now that you are healthy and you already know your family tree, that it's not as good as you thought it was, well, now you can start to change your mentality and think about what you want for your future. If you want to continue making the same errors that they did, or start correcting them and having a good diet, because this starts from there, because this disease starts since there. Thank you.